a journalist, about how the media inflames this. I was called by the Sun newspaper. If you don't know what the Sun is, it's
got the topless girl on page 3. That's all you need to know.
And they called me about a month ago to ask if I'd write about how Meghan was like Wallace and how Meghan was going to destroy the royal family and the arguments between Meghan and Kate. And I said, I'm really sorry, I'm just not privy to all of this. I don't think I could do it. And the commissioning editor was really twisting my arm to write this article and say, but you could say, couldn't you, that X happened, and you could say that she's fired all her staff, and you could say that Kate has said this. And I said, well, I'm really sorry, I don't know that, I can't do it. And this conversation went on for about half an hour, and I didn't write the article, but it just gives you an insight into how this whole thing is being, the flames are being fanned by the media,
You've heard the phrase cottage industry, this is a palace industry. Yes.
Wait. So you want to tell me that The Sun spent more than half an hour begging panelists to help them attack Harry and Meghan? Yes, you heard that right. Half an hour of desperate pleading just to fuel their anti-Sussex agenda. The Sun newspaper, once a Fleet Street powerhouse and a symbol of British tabloid journalism, now finds itself in a desperate position. Instead of breaking stories or uncovering scandals, it's reduced to begging for anti-Harry and Meghan quotes, scraping the bottom of the barrel for any hint of controversy. Picture a senior editor, voice trembling with urgency, dialing source after source. Please, just give us something negative, anything at all. This isn't journalism. It's a witch hunt, a relentless pursuit of scandal where none may exist. Their well of hate has run dry, so now they manufacture outrage, inventing drama to fill empty pages and satisfy a dwindling audience. This isn't rumour. It's a verified account from someone who was pressured, even harassed, by The Sun to provide dirt on the Sussexes. The agenda is obvious. Find anyone, at any cost, to validate their anti-Sussex narrative. Balanced reporting, factual accuracy. Those values are long forgotten. Their only goal now is clear: tear down the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, no matter the consequences. A major newspaper, unable to find organic negativity, resorts to high-pressure tactics and intimidation, crossing ethical lines. It's a sign of rot at the heart of the organisation, a decay that's impossible to ignore. Their obsession has consumed them, blinding them to the real purpose of journalism. This is no longer about public interest. It's a personal vendetta, a crusade against two individuals. Instead of real journalism, they're fixated on this couple, ignoring stories that truly matter. Their frantic search for anti-Sussex content exposes them as a propaganda machine, churning out bias instead of truth. The more they push this narrative, the more their credibility crumbles in the eyes of the public. It's a spectacular fall from grace, a legacy tarnished by obsession and spite. And in the end, they have only themselves to blame for their downfall. Welcome. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the stories you think you know. If you value truth, you're in the right place. In a world flooded with information, finding honesty is more important than ever. What you just heard isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a larger disease in our press. Sensationalism has become the norm, not the exception. The tabloids have chosen their villains and will twist reality to fit their narrative, regardless of the consequences. The media want you to see Harry and Meghan as out-of-touch enemies of the monarchy, painting them with a single biased brush. But when facts don't fit, they simply invent them. Stories are shaped to provoke, not to inform. Outrage is manufactured, not reported. The cycle of anger and misinformation is intentional. We must question what we read and demand higher standards from those who inform us. This isn't about being pro-Harry and Meghan, it's about being pro truth and holding the media accountable. Journalistic integrity is under attack, and the consequences affect us all. The fight for honest media starts now. It's a battle for the very foundation of our democracy. Don't just consume the news. Interrogate it. Be an active participant, not a passive recipient. Ask, who benefits from this story? What's the real agenda? The unmasking has begun, and it starts with you. Let's break down that phone call, because what happened behind the scenes is more revealing than any headline. For a grueling 30 minutes, The Sun's editor applied relentless pressure, determined to extract a negative quote at any cost. This wasn't a casual conversation, it was a calculated campaign. Flattery, cajoling, pleading, every trick in the book was deployed, each tactic more desperate than the last. The editor's tone shifted from charming to insistent, then to almost aggressive. Yet the panelists stood firm, refusing to betray their principles or be manipulated into saying something they didn't believe. The editor circled back, rephrased questions, and even tried to put words in their mouth, hoping to catch them off guard or wear them down. This wasn't journalism, it was predatory behavior, a clear abuse of power and position. It became a psychological battle, designed to wear down resistance and break the panelists' resolve, testing their limits. The Sun didn't want a genuine opinion. They wanted ammunition for their own agenda, something they could twist and use. The panelist was reduced to a tool, a means to justify a pre-written narrative, rather than a source of truth. That it took half an hour and still failed speaks volumes about both the panelists' integrity and the Sun's growing desperation to control the story. This is the smoking gun. The campaign against Harry and Meghan is not organic, but manufactured from the top down, orchestrated for maximum impact. It's a directive handed down from editors, not a reflection of public sentiment or genuine reporting. The Sun is no longer just reporting news, they're actively trying to create it, shaping public perception to fit their own narrative. This level of manipulation should alarm anyone who values a free press. The mask has slipped, and the truth is now in plain sight. Now we see the real agenda, one that puts power and influence above honesty, and headlines above humanity. This is the death of journalistic integrity. The Sun's desperate hunt for negativity shows they've abandoned objectivity and fairness. It's not a rogue editor, it's a cultural problem. Their goal, influence, not inform. They've chosen their enemy, and any story that fits is fair game. This erodes public trust in all media. Manufacturing consent is a betrayal of readers. They've sacrificed credibility for obsession. What fuels the Sun's obsession? Harry and Meghan's success. Every achievement by the Sussexes is another blow to the Sun's narrative. They predicted failure. Instead, the couple thrived. The Sussexes are independent, creative, and have global reach. The tabloids are left powerless, attacking from the sidelines. The couple's appeal to a younger, diverse audience frustrates the old guard media. The Sun's influence is fading. The Sussexes represent the future. Every new success highlights the Sun's irrelevance. Their fury is fueled by their own failure. The tabloid era of unchecked power is ending. The public is tired of negativity and manipulation. People see tabloids as outrage machines, not news sources. The digital age has exposed their tactics. Incidents like The Sun begging for quotes confirm the game is rigged. Younger generations are media savvy and reject manufactured narratives. The tabloids are losing their grip on the future. Public skepticism threatens the Sun's business model. People want substance, not drama. The Sun's attacks look like tantrums, not journalism. The public is moving on. Every attack from the Sun only strengthens Harry and Meghan. Their resilience is remarkable. They refuse to be silenced. The public sees a powerful media bullying a young family and sides with the underdogs. The more the Sun rages, the more dignified the Sussexes appear. Their resilience is now part of their brand. They've turned attacks into a testament to their strength. By speaking out, they inspire millions. The Sun's campaign has failed to diminish them. All it's done is expose the Sun's desperation. The Sussexes have weathered the storm. They're stronger than ever. The tabloids scored an own goal. The Sun's crusade is backfiring spectacularly. Their desperation is now a public embarrassment. Begging for negative quotes is a PR disaster. They look weak, not powerful. Harry and Meghan's credibility grows as the Sun's collapses. Readers now view every story with skepticism. The Sun is no longer feared. They're ignored. Their obsession has destroyed their own reputation.